Hello? Oh, hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
My name's Sebastian.
Turkey Day is a few days away.
Is this our Thanksgiving episode?
Yeah, I think so.
This is your first one?
Yes. No, we did one last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
But you didn't call it a Thanksgiving episode.
No, this is...
Did we do a thing? Oh, yeah, we did, because we talked about... Yeah, okay.
We talked about all the different foods and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, last year, not that Thanksgiving got canceled, but it rained on Thanksgiving pretty bad.
Right.
So, like, my family, during the day, we go to the park with my wife's side of the family. And we're there majority of the day. And then in the evening, we go to my mom's house for my side of the family. But last year, it rained all day. So we decided not even to go to the park last year. So last year's Thanksgiving was a little off for us, at least.
Okay. So you plan on going to the park this year?
Yeah.
And what do you guys do at the park? You guys have, like, your annual football game?
No. We used to do some dodgeball.
Oh, you guys are Mexicans. You guys play fucking football?
Yeah.
Horseshoe.
Wow, horseshoes.
We used to do dodgeball when the kids were younger. What else did we do? We take the bikes. They'd ride around with the bikes. One year we actually played a little baseball. It wasn't too bad. But for the most part, we just hang out in a circle, really. Just talk, chit-chat for a couple hours. We have breakfast there because we get there kind of
It's very Native American of you.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it like a powwow?
It's fucked up, Tony. Yeah, me and my people, so we just sit around in one big circle and pass around the peace pipe.
And then around 12, we start
You
cooking.
said, fuck you and your question.
Yeah, right. You gonna skip right over that shit, right? So around 12, what?
We start cooking. We make chicken, carne asada, and then I started about 5 years ago, maybe 7. I deep fried turkey out there.
Pilgrims ain't had no carne asada.
That's what we do. Well, because initially it was just we're at the park, so how are we going to have a turkey?
Right.
Unless somebody made it the night before, or the day before, I should say.
And turkey's dry enough as it is, so you don't want leftover turkey.
But then it's funny you mentioned a turkey because after doing that for 15 years, because we've been doing it a long time, one year I was just like, I'm tired of this. I want a turkey. So I figured out how to deep fry one, got everything in I need. So for the last 5 years at least, I've been deep frying a turkey there.
And you use the injector and baste it and put all that crap in it? What do you put in it?
Nothing in it. Nothing.
The seasoning? What do you
season? I put seasoning on the outside the night before.
You don't use an injector, though? You just rub the outside of the turkey?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that? There's a fucking TikTok video right now that's out.
This guy and his TikTok, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucking...
Dude, it's depressing to me. I'm watching my dad's sanity and sense of humor dwindle.
So this kid told his mom, I want to help you with, getting the turkey ready or whatever. It must have been last year's or some shit. I don't know. So they got the turkey in the sink, right? And so she said, okay, well, reach in and grab out what's in there. So he pulls out the bag of giblets and shit, right? So he sets it down, and he's, okay, well, what else is in there? So he reaches in, and he pulls it out, right? And he's looking at it, and all of a sudden the kid goes, he's sitting there, and he's just heaving, bro. Just like he can't even talk, and his eyes are all fucking watery. He's but he won't stop touching it. And then finally he calms down enough, and he said, Mom, I think we got a boy. All right. A boy. And where I'm sitting, dude, I'm fucking laughing at this point because I know why the kid's like tripping out, right? But he's got his hand on it the whole time. Like he's got a firm grip on the shit the whole time, right? And she said, Mom, this is the turkey's poop. And she says, no, honey, that's his neck. Mom, that's not his neck. That's his... Oh my God, dude! You need to, if you're on TikTok, if you're not,
what's funny
you need to go on and find it.
The audio makes that situation a little weirder.
Yeah, when you're talking about what he's holding or what he thinks he's holding, and he's going,
and the noise you're making, yeah.
And the thing is, I know exactly what that kid goes through because when I pull it out, I'm like, man, this ain't even right.
Tony a little jealous. You're like, fuck. Must have been a black turkey.
Wow.
Sometimes I actually cook 2 turkeys. I'll also do one at my mom's when we get there. I mean, you don't deep fry your turkeys?
My brother does. Yeah, he deep fries one, and that's it. They deep fry 2, right? And then they do. I don't know. They deep fry a turkey. Ever done one. They deep fry a turkey, and they fry chicken,
and then ham,
and then we do ham.
Do they fry chicken in the same?
Same thing as the
as the turkey.
Yeah, because that peanut oil is expensive, right?
Yeah,
that's good shit though.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. And then
I'll use it to make chicken wings every once in a great while. That oil is expensive.
So,
but it's the best way to fry up a bird.
But you said, like, okay, you don't, like, after Thanksgiving, you don't put it away with all the oil. No. Okay, because when you said it, I pull it out every once in a while and make chicken. I was like, God damn, you store that fucking turkey grease all year long.
I filter it out and I put it back in the container.
Yeah, I run it through a strainer and then, holy
gross.
shit, Tony.
What do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
So wait, all day. So you spend the day there, and then at night you go to your mom's house.
Correct.
Have you guys ever tried to do all together?
No, it'd be just too many people.
Yeah.
You're telling us.
One side of the family is a bit more
rambunctious.
More like
ghetto.
No.
Loud.
Let him figure it out.
They like things done a certain way.
Picky.
Anal.
No, it wouldn't be picky. Borderline anal. It just has to be done a certain way. And it's almost like it's got to be scheduled. And to rear off that schedule, it
throws everything in.
Yeah, it's like, so we're better off keeping it separate.
I got you.
Yeah.
So is it your wife's family that's like
Yeah.
Yeah. My ex-wife was like that. Man.
Was?
Well, it is, I guess. I ain't around it no more, but I'm assuming she wanted it her way, and it had to be like this, like, man, life don't happen like that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just chill. We'll get through it. Ain't nothing killed you yet. You be all right.
Every year they, love them, but, too much food all the time. It's always too much food. Too much. It's like,
but isn't that what this holiday's all about?
No, it's too much.
Yeah?
Yeah, we could do with half. And maybe we run out of something. That's okay. But no, they can't. It's not allowed to run out.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
And everybody still go home with plates and there's still extra?
Yeah. Too much extra.
How many birds do you do at the park?
How many
birds?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah. But then we'll cook up like...
Oh, carne asada chicken.
Yeah, let's say 15 chicken breasts.
Wow.
Shitload of carne asada. It's a lot of food.
Sounds like my kind of Thanksgiving, though.
And you know what it is? Also, it wouldn't be so bad if the food could hold for a long time. Like you take it home and you can't put it in the freezer.
Right.
It's already cooked, so it's like something you got to eat within the next week.
Right.
So you got leftover turkey. You got
like 3 days.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Now, so because it seems a little unorthodox, chicken and carne asada, do you guys have like traditional plates too? Like, is it yams and mashed potatoes and gravy?
No, not at the park. No,
it's more like tortillas and beans and rice and potato salad.
My wife makes a pasta salad. Yeah, yeah.
I've been to a few Mexican things. I know how they work.
I mean, we show up early, and one of the sisters.
That's different.
One of the sisters makes burritos. And it's legit. It's like one package is all just potato burritos. One is chorizo and eggs. So it's good to look forward to it once a year.
How many times do you shit when you're at the park, dude? That's
I never do. Sometimes because those I can't use those bathrooms like that.
Yeah. And
I'm lucky to where, for whatever reason, on that day my body knows gotta hold it.
Do you do anything special to prepare for it? Like, do you when they go into like eating competitions, they'll drink a shitload of water to try to stretch their stomachs. Do you nothing like that? No, you're good.
Yeah. Back in junior high school, I used to for a minute there. I used to take some pills that will hold Pepto pills
Oh, okay.
to try and keep me stuffed up so I wouldn't go to the bathroom at school.
Really?
Yeah, I did that for a minute, for a
Well,
good year at least.
I was just a trooper at school. I don't think in my 12 years of school I maybe gone to the bathroom there twice.
Wow.
I cannot stand
I don't think
school
Yeah,
bathrooms.
I don't think I dropped a deuce in school
ever.
too often,
I haven't ever.
if ever.
I don't think I did in high school. I'm not even in middle school, but I know I did in elementary because I was lactose intolerant and didn't know it. And I just stayed away from milk once I got into middle school because, you could drink soda and they had juices and they had different shit. It wasn't just chocolate milk and white milk. You know what I mean? And in high school too, sodas are not even water, just sodas, Gatorade maybe.
Right.
And the Wigwam, French fries, burgers. Yeah, so I don't think but I'm with you. I wouldn't go shit at the park either.
Yeah. Because like the stalls don't have doors and it's the metal toilets. You know what I'm saying? It's rough.
They don't want you on them too long, dog.
That is true. They don't want you handling different kind of business up in there.
Yeah, man. Well, compared to yours, ours is pretty quiet then because we all get together at my brother's house. And when I say we all get together, it's like me and my boys, my sister, my mom, my other sister, her kids and their wives. And then, after we're done eating and everybody's hanging out, and we put our names in the hat and somebody pulls out a name as to who their Secret Santa is going to be that year.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because family's too big for us to have to go buy for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I go buy for the kids and then one gift for the adults. So
My side of the family, my cousins, that's how they do it. That's how we all do it, yeah. Same thing. My immediate family and my wife's immediate family, we exchange gifts.
with everybody?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your wife's family's pretty big though, right? That's a lot of money, Tony.
Tell me about it.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's one of those things that it actually started today. That you're spending money again conversation. And so, she needed some money for Thanksgiving, buy stuff, and then we all chip in for all the stuff that we all use. Let's say plates, cups. So I'm like, I told my old lady, money again? And she's like, look, we go through this every year. Every year, same conversation. And so I tell her, I said, well, it's because every year you're spending a lot of money, so stop spending the money. We won't have to have the conversation. When you spend the money, we'll have the conversation. So it's just another annual thing.
So are you kind of a tightwad? Or are you just careful?
I'm just careful. I wouldn't.
What would your wife say?
She would say, this is a special occasion, so I shouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah, it's the holidays.
Man, come on.
I don't know. Hey, dude, I get away with going there with like spinach artichoke dip and a can of cranberry sauce.
Let's just say, I just need it to be kept even. I don't need our side, us, to be paying more of of the share that we should be.
I got
Let's
you.
put it that way. Let's keep track. Because I'm picking up the turkey. We're picking up, she bought the plastic knives and forks and plates and so forth.
And she gets expensive, dude.
It adds up.
Quick. And none of that's on Black Friday.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we gotta go shopping tomorrow because I gotta go pick up some stuff, some stuffing and some.
So what about the married people in your family? Do they, for example, like I said, during the day it's my wife's side of the family. In the evening it's my side of the family. Do your brothers and sisters have to split things up too?
Well, my brother is the only one that's married. My older sister.
He's the only one that's married, and the in-laws live in the same house.
Yeah. He brought his in-laws down from Northern California.
Oh, wow.
And they all live together. My sister's got my mom. My sister's got her kids. And I got mine.
So what about when you were married? How did you do?
I never came down this way.
Really?
She wouldn't let me.
You're a bad son. You wouldn't even see your mom on Thanksgiving.
I call her.
Not good
If
enough.
that.
Hey, dude, I got empty birthday cards.
What you mean? Well, no,
There was
no money?
no check, no money.
At least you got a card.
You know. Be like, Mom, you want me to come visit you? Like,
So you would spend Thanksgiving with your ex-wife's side of the family?
Yeah.
Your in-laws?
yeah. Very, very Anglo Thanksgivings. No alcohol. Nobody yelling. Nobody cussing.
Did you have to dress up?
Nobody getting in fights.
A lot of prayer occurs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know because I've gone through the same Thanksgiving.
So do you shoot up there after
We'll see.
here? What'd you do last year?
I don't think I went up there last year. I think we combined like Thanksgiving and Christmas together.
Yeah. I think they went
So,
up right
like,
around Christmas time.
Yeah. No, we went up early December, and kind of
Oh, that's right, because they were going to be out of town for Christmas
Yeah.
or something, right? Yeah.
yeah. So this year I don't think because they haven't talked about me going up there, and it happens
They haven't-
in 4
she hasn't
days.
said anything? And nothing about Christmas either? Interesting.
So we'll see what happens. I think she knows what's happening for Christmas, but they haven't said shit about
Oh, that we're
Thanksgiving.
going up
so,
north, yeah. Yeah, we're going to go to Big Bear this year for Christmas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that'll be well, I guess the weekend before Christmas.
Are you renting a house?
Yeah, we rented a cabin up there.
That's nice.
Big ass cabin.
Yeah.
So that'll be
How
fun.
many of you?
Too many.
Probably about 16, 17 of us.
How many houses you rent?
Just one. But it has 17 beds in it.
Really?
18 beds, 20 beds.
Wow.
So there's enough room for everybody. Shit, and if not, I'm down to be Survivor Man. Put on my backpack. Hey, dude, I'm gonna go up that hill. If I'm not back tomorrow by noon, y'all send somebody to get me.
That must be a pretty big house if it's going to be able to accommodate 16 people.
Yeah, I don't think the fucked up problem is that when you look at shit like that, it's 16 white-sized people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like skinny people,
16
average body
twin-size
build.
beds.
They're not. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't know how I'm gonna lay on it. Like, if it's like one of them little cot beds that they.
Whatever position you initially lay down in, that's how you waking up.
Yeah, right. Shit, I'm gonna.
There ain't no rolling
roll
over.
me the fuck out. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put like one of those little bands that they use for the batteries to pop the battery out.
How long are you going to be up there for?
3 days.
You guys is it one of those things that would you guys, or certain people getting on certain people's nerves? Or do you guys have those kind of people? I mean, some people it just happens,
You know, it all depends. Like my brother and I get along for the most part, but there's times where he's a little prickish, and when he's a little prickish, he lays it on a little bit, and I don't enjoy that. I'm just kind of like, bro. But then I kind of just say, you know what? Maybe I'm being hypersensitive. Maybe I'm being, you know what I mean? I just got to let it go, and I'll be the bigger man. And just got to, you know what I mean? Me and my younger sister get along pretty good. Get along good with my brother's wife. She cool. The kids are good.
Would the brother's wife's in-laws go?
Oh, yeah, they got to watch the kids.
I take it you guys get along with them really well?
Yeah, everybody's cool, dude. Like, they're really nice. They're really nice people. His in-laws are really nice, and they get along with the family. And when my parents lived up north, they knew them before my brother and his wife got together. So yeah, dude. I mean, it'll be a good time. I don't think anybody will get on. I mean, Milo will probably get on Sebastian's nerves, and then trickle down effect like that.
Right.
But nothing too bad.
He's been okay. He better not be a dickhead.
Yeah. Well, I think with that many people around, you know what I mean? Know that we go bury him in the snow. That's what you guys should do, is have a snowball fight. Just get it all out.
I'm gonna find packed ice.
Shit.
Will he complain that he's away from his girlfriend for too long?
His girlfriend's supposed to already be up there, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, so it just kind of worked out, and she was going to try to stay an extra day or whatever. And I was like, well, where the hell is she going to sleep? She ain't sleeping with you? Oh, Dad, but I'll be 18 by then. And? That don't mean nothing.
I remember one time we went to Vegas. I think it was Vegas. Maybe this was the plan and it didn't happen. I don't remember. But I don't even know if this was a dream.
Shit.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say my daughter and her boyfriend, we were renting a hotel room, and it was one of those things that she would have to sleep with one of us, or maybe even in between my wife and I.
Oh wow!
While he slept on the floor, that type of deal.
Right.
So it was like he's gonna sleep on the floor, and you're sleeping in between us. Or at least maybe she slept with my wife. I don't remember. But yeah, I know what you mean by keeping them apart.
Yeah, man.
But then again, all they need to do is sneak away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, right? I don't know, dude. Like,
that age, all you need is 5 minutes. Give me 3 back then.
Yeah, right?
Thanks, Tony.
You're in charge.
I'll take the 5. I like to do it twice.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's well, but I don't know, because there's going to be a lot of family around. My family's like assholes like that. Like, they'll call you out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, where you going? hey, Mingo, where's Milo going? Him and his girlfriend, they going out somewhere.
That's good.
Yeah, you know
Keep
what I
them
mean?
on their toes, yeah.
I don't want to be no grandpa. I told him, no, maybe I'm not ready, dude. He going to be calling me Uncle Mingo because... Grandpa, I'm not ready for that title yet, son. I'm good. Tell me you get her pregnant, they better have enough room in that apartment for you guys, because not living here.
Speaking of the holidays, I went to the grocery store the other day, and there was an old lady in front of me buying some gift cards. And I figured she was buying them for grandkids or great grandkids even. And when she put them on the roller, and when they got to the cashier asked, how much you want them for. And I could have sworn the customer, the old lady, said $500 each. And I said, did I hear that right? Because she had like 4, maybe 6 of them. And they were all Nike gift cards. Let's say 4 Nike gift cards.
For $500 a piece?
Yes, that's what I thought. So as the cashier's running them, she asked the customer, "Oh, well, who are these for?" And the customer said, "Oh, a friend of mine." And so she ran them. She goes, "That'll be $2,000, or it might have been if it was 6 of them."
24.
No,
oh, 3,000.
3,000. So let's say it was $3,000.
Right.
So all of a sudden, the cashier calls her manager, and the manager comes walking over, and they're talking, and I overheard. Then the manager tells the old lady, "Who are you buying these for?" And the old lady's like, "Well, I'm just buying them for a friend." And she says, the manager says, "Ma'am, did somebody tell you to buy these so you could give them to somebody?" And the old lady said, "Yes, they called me. They need 5, these gift cards." And the manager says, "You're being scammed right now. I'm not going to sell these to you because you're being scammed."
Well, that was nice of her.
Yeah, dude. I was like, damn. And so the manager says, "Do they call you on that phone?" Because she had her cell phone with her. And she said, "Yeah." She goes, "Show me the number." So the old lady gives her phone. She says, "This is the phone number that they've been calling me from." So the manager called the number and said, "I know what you're doing. I want you to leave my mom alone. Don't call this number ever again, or else we're going to call the police on you." And she hung up the phone. And the manager apologized to the old lady. She says, "Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sell these to you. You're being scammed. Don't answer the phone when it's somebody you don't know." And so the old lady says, "Okay," and just left.
Wow.
And so when I came up to the cashier, I was like, did I hear that right? That she was trying to buy $3,000 worth of Nike gift cards? And the cashier tells me it happens all the time. Whenever an old person comes in and buys big amounts in these gift cards, we have to ask them who they're for. The management asks us to do that because you'll be surprised, especially this time of year with the holidays coming up, how much these old people are just getting scammed.
Wow.
Couldn't believe it.
Well, tell them what happened to you.
Well, yeah, I was at work, a couple weeks ago, about a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
And One of the managers down at the end of the line says, "Hey, you've got an emergency phone call." And I'm thinking it's him, like something happened, right? So I said, "Does it sound like an older guy?" She goes, "No, it's your grandma." Okay, so I'm thinking it's my grandma that lives down here.
She wants him to come over and set up Netflix.
Yeah. So I pick up the phone and I go, "Hello?" She goes, "Oh, my grandma said, you have no idea how excited I am to hear your voice." It's like, "What happened?" She goes, "Someone's on the phone saying that they're a lawyer in Sacramento and that you were in a DUI car crash in LA last night." I was like, "Well, I'm at work, not hungover, my nose isn't broken, I'm not in Sacramento." She goes, "Yeah, they said that they had to bus you up there because your nose was broken and there wasn't a judge in LA that would take your case."
What?
So they needed $5,000 to take my case in Sacramento, and that I wouldn't have a DUI on my license, and I think that was it.
And his grandfather took the phone call first.
And they believed it?
Well, because they put somebody on the phone that was me.
And they believed that person was you?
Thank God my grandpa can hear well.
Yeah.
Because he said that it didn't sound like me.
Wow.
So then my Nana called and was talking to me. It was kind of like asking me like where I was. And we had just taken pictures that weekend. So the guy goes, "I was with you." "Yeah, but where?" So he hung up the phone. That's when she called me.
You know, something like this happened to my mom. Now, she wasn't getting scammed, but it goes to it's almost like when you get older, you're not on guard as much, or you're more trusting. I don't know.
Yeah.
One day I went to visit my mom. This happened a couple of years ago, and it was during work. I just happened to be in a neighborhood and near her house, and I had 15 minutes to spare, so I went over, knocked on her door. She goes, "Oh, it's my son." So she lets me in, and there's a guy in there sitting down on her couch, like he's in a collared shirt. And she goes, he was selling her home alarm system. But I was like, what is he doing in the house?
Yeah.
What is he doing on the couch? And she's like, "Oh, well, he knocked on the door and asked me if I had a home security system, and I told him no, and he's trying to sell me one, and I'm glad you're here because you're better with these things. Maybe you can see if it's a good thing. Maybe I should do." And I'm looking at the guy, and he's looking at me, and he knows exactly what I'm trying to say is,
right.
What are you doing here? How are you inside this house right now? So he starts doing his sale pitch, and I'm just nodding my head like, okay. He goes, "Well, if you're ready, whenever you're ready, here's my card." And I took his card. He goes, "You're not going to call me, are you?" And I said, "Nope." He goes, "You think I can get my card back?" I said, "Sure. Here you go." And he left. And I'm looking at my mom like, "Ma, how do you let some stranger in the house?" She goes, "You're right. I didn't really think about it. And, he seemed like he was a nice guy." And I was like, "Ma, you don't know this guy. Because he's trying to sell you in a security system, you're going to let him in the house?"
Yeah.
Now, this is the same woman 15 years prior. I bought one of those little wooden signs that says my last name, established the year we were married.
Right.
Little wooden sign. I got the Indio Day Festival. And I had it by my front door. So she told me I shouldn't do that because they can see what my last name is and then pretend that they know me. Or go down the street to the payphone, look me up in the white pages, and call my house to see if I'm home. I'm like, "Ma, you think somebody's gonna see my last name on this plaque? Go to a payphone, back when there was payphones, and look me up in the yellow pages to see if I'm home, so they can come and break into my house." You never know. And so now I'm sitting here thinking, you told me this 15 years ago, but yet you're going to let some stranger into your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dropped their guard, dude. They just forget.
Dude, but, like, your ex-in-laws, Sebastian's grandparents. How are they going to believe something like that?
Yeah.
Somebody just call and say, this is what's going on?
Well, especially Sebastian. Like, if it was Milo and they call him and say, hey, man, your son Milo or your grandson Milo was drunk and, whatever, whatnot, and destroyed this or did whatever. Oh, yeah, well, okay, let me call his dad. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But it being Sebastian, they should know better than to believe that, A, he was that drunk, B, that he was drunk in public and driving. There's no way.
Do you know if they actually use your name?
Yeah, my grandpa said, "Oh, Sebastian."
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he said it. The grandpa said it first, and they're like, "Yeah, of course, Sebastian."
Yeah.
Wow. I just hope I don't get that careless as I get older.
Yeah. I mess with them now when they call. Like, I'll have people that call, and somebody called me one time that, oh, yes, I'm calling from the IRS. Come on, man. What's your name? Steve. Your name is not Steve, bro. Come on. And you just, mess with them back and forth. And I remember doing that when I worked on the air in Bakersfield. We had one call while we were on the air, and they didn't want to play around. They didn't want to play at all. He kept hanging up. Kept calling them back. They don't like it.
Do you actually take calls, let's say on your cell phone, to numbers that you don't know? Because I don't.
No?
No. If it's not in my contact, like if I can't see who the person is, I'll let it go to voicemail.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many of those calls are actual?
None. Are actual people I know? None.
Well, yeah, because they're not in your contacts, obviously. So, I mean, just out of curiosity, why do you answer the phone? Because I think I've been doing it for so long that to me now it's strange to hear that someone's picking up the phone if they don't even know who's calling.
I think it's because I have Milo. I think it's Milo. Quite honestly, like that would be the only reason. Like, if anybody's calling me from a number that I don't know, Milo, I gotta figure out what he did. Hello. I mean, he's not a bad kid. It's not like that. Right. You know what I mean? But like, there's sometimes where I look at it, I'm like, well, especially like if it's late at night, I'm like, fuck. Hello. But like during the day, like I get a lot of the fucking phone calls about. It's starting to scare me. Quite honestly, I get 3 different phone calls. I get one about my student debt.
You still have that?
Dude, I never went to fucking college. I don't have any student debt. So I'm like, wait a minute. I need to check my credit report. I don't have any college debt. The other one is from the IRS. Hey, what is it? If you're in debt to the IRS, or we can get you out of debt with the IRS, we can blah, 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 whatever. And then the other one is that I've been getting lately, and I get emails about it too.
Car warranty.
Oh, yeah, I get that one too.
Yeah, we get that one.
Yeah.
It's about jets, clearance jets, where I could buy a jet inexpensive. Bless you.
Thank you.
Weird, right?
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you guys all ain't on my levels.
Okay.
But I get them all the time, dude. Like, hold on, let me try to find one.
The car warranty one, is it because your warranty's about to expire?
Yeah.
So
It's like I'm covered, 10 years, 100,000 miles?
Yeah.
Whichever comes first.
Private jet deals. New private jet discounts during heavy holiday travel. Fly like a VIP. Private jet rentals. Compare private jet rates and private jet rental providers.
Yo, you're halfway to Bora Bora right there, kid.
I'm telling you, on my own place. That'd be the shit, right?
Where's your pilot's license?
Meet a girl and be like, "Hey, baby, you want to go to Bora Bora?" Yeah, the jet's waiting. We got to go right now. Don't worry about that. We get you Kenny when we get there. You know what I mean?
Do you still have a landline?
Just one here in the studio.
Not one for the house?
Nah. Because they're all digital now anyways. If something were to happen or the light goes out,
we get EMP'd.
You can't. Because it's voice over IP, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I mean, that was one of the reasons why we still have a landline.
Oh, okay.
But it's mainly because whenever we buy something, whenever somebody asks for the phone number, we always give them that number so we don't get bombarded with...
Because nobody answers it.
Yeah, and then we, back to the cell phones, so we don't get that many more phone calls.
Maybe I should start giving out the studio line.
No, she'll get a lot of calls on that while we're doing shit.
That'd be funny. Pick it up. Yeah, hello. Hey, is this Mingo? Yes, it is.
One time I was at Manny's house, and he was telling me that once, maybe twice,
3 times later,
some telemarketer was calling for his dog.
For his dog?
Yeah, his dog's name was Pablo.
Wow.
And so they was like, can we speak to Pablo? And they gave his last name. I don't know if I should give it.
Right.
And he was like, what? Yeah, can I speak to Pablo R? He's like, who's this? And so they were like, well, who's this? We need to speak to Pablo, whatchamacallit. And he goes, that's my dog.
Wow.
They're like, oh, really? He said, yeah. You want to speak to my dog? He couldn't believe it.
I would have put Pablo on.
Right?
Put it on speaker. Let's have some fun.
Yo, that dog at 8 o'clock on the dot would hump like one of the toy bears.
Okay.
It was like he told me, I couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, he told me this during the day. He was like, hey, 8 o'clock at night, he's going to get it on with that little stuffed animal right there. I'm like, you serious? He's like, yeah, watch. And don't even think about it. Hours pass, and all of a sudden there he is humping that thing. And I said, hey, he's doing it. And he goes, yeah, look at the time. I told you.
Said you can set your clock by it.
That dog
Holy
was
shit.
cool.
Yeah, I don't think we do anything like on a regular like that. Like you could set your clock to it.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean? Our lives are so all over the place right now.
Really?
Dude, there's days where I'm doing this project for this dude with this radio station, and there's days where I'll come home, I'll come out here, and I'm here 2-3 hours maybe. And I go back in, I eat, I watch TV for about an hour, and I'm out. Come home, go to work, come home, we do a podcast, do whatever. I got to do laundry, I got to do all the time. Like it's go all day long.
I keep it simple. I like routine. Everything's good with me.
I'd like a routine too, but she just don't work out that way for me. It's just always but I thrive in that controlled chaos.
How much of it is also being, that bachelor lifestyle?
Did you say bastard lifestyle? God damn, Tony. Yeah, I think. I mean, that's obviously got to have something to do with it. I would think. You know what I mean? Like, the house could be a lot cleaner if there was a woman living here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? We're 3 dudes, dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's there's a bowl right there. Yeah, I got to remember to get that. And you walk by and you leave and you come back home. Oh shit, that bowl's still there. I'll get it right now. And you go to your room and the fucking bowl stays there for 3 weeks.
Do you guys actually cook?
Yeah. But I do most of it, and then he does. Like there are days where I come home and I'll be like, I don't feel like cooking. And I'll be like, all right, I'll make it. Or I'll be like, yeah, me either. Okay, let's order. Where are we ordering from?
Right.
I normally do if I'm cooking, it's normally breakfast. I love breakfast. I love to cook a big breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast. I don't like eating breakfast.
Really?
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. It's just breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person at all.
Is it because of what eggs are?
Yeah, you don't seem like a breakfast person.
No. I'll eat eggs. I mean, like my wife, she tries to make breakfast on Sundays at least. She has breakfast every day.
Right.
But I'm not a breakfast person at all.
But is it because you get up so early that by the time... Because you don't eat when you get up like at 4 or 5 to go to work, right?
Yeah, no.
What time do you eat?
If I don't grab something on the way out, like I'll pop a bagel in the toaster, and then put some cream cheese on it and walk out eating it.
Well, that's breakfast.
Yeah, but that's once in a while. But I do it, like, I don't do it because I have to have breakfast. It's hard to explain, but I'm
You
just
just
not a
do it because it
breakfast-
sounds good that morning.
Yeah, it's just,
I got you. So what, like, okay, so back to what's your normal, like, you get up, you leave for work at 5, right?
I get up about 4, sometimes 3:30. Take my coffee. You know, I kind of enjoy it though, because what I do is I'll do like paperwork and have the news on and drink my coffee. And there's something about, you know, this is gonna sound kind of corny, but there's something about that time, and I know, you know, my wife's in bed asleep, my kids are in bed asleep, and in a sense, everything's right with the world. Like, they're protected, and they're under my house. They're in my house, under my care, and just, I have a calm with that. I don't know what it is. I really like it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that calm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever sat to think about it like that. Like, to have that kind of, that wave of euphoria, I guess.
It really, for me, it really is. It's, you know, because I'll wake up and I'll start thinking about work. You know, that's why I can't go back to sleep. So I'll just say, oh, it's 3:30. I'll just get up. I'm going to be leaving in an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most anyways. So I'll just get up now and start doing some paperwork and, you know, fumble on the internet as well. Just look at stupid stuff.
Oh, I get such your time to watch porn alone. He said fumble around on the internet. Yeah, we know what you're looking for. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't have. I don't. Or maybe it's that I don't make time for myself like that right now, and I need to. I think that'd be a good start, a good place to start.
You know, I've always been curious about meditation.
What are you curious about?
If it's something I should do, because it's almost like my head is always, I always got stuff on my mind.
Right.
Because I've always got something to do, especially in regards to work. You know, I've got jobs lined up for 2 weeks. So I'm always thinking, okay, how can I fit something in now, tomorrow? Because there's always something coming up.
Right.
So my mind is always working.
So I would. I'm afraid of meditation, I guess, because I get up and I don't get like that deep REM sleep. So like every 3 hours, every 2.5 hours, I'm up taking a piss. Right. Go lay back down, sleep 2 hours, 3 hours, I gotta go pee. So I don't get that really deep sleep.
Right.
So if I sat down and try to meditate, okay, let the wave wash over you. Relax and drop your shoulders. Yeah, I'd fucking fall out. I'd fall asleep.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
Now, I'll tell you what, and this is going to sound fucking corny coming from me, but is those sound baths. Have you ever heard of those where they rim the bowl?
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of corny.
What are they called?
I know they don't call it rimming it.
No, it's a sound bath, right?
It's called a rim job.
Yeah, right? Fuck, the other thing we could do is go to...
There's no good transition from, they call it a rim job, to, you know what we could do?
yeah, we can go take some peyote and get into a sweat, what do they call it?
Lodge?
No.
Sweatshop? Definitely not that.
No. What do they call that shit?
It is it's
Sauna.
Well, but Native Americans do it with the teepee and it's something else.
I call it a sweat cone.
Sweat cone?
Fuck it.
he just made that up.
Yeah, I know.
I said I'd call it a sweat cone. I was very open and honest about the fact that I made that shit up.
Shit, then we'll find our spirit animal, dog. We'll be good. I want to do that. I would love to go do that.
You want to do a lot.
Man, you piss on yourself, you throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's from what I understand, getting you there, like getting you to that point of
Of euphoria?
Yeah, you got to throw up. You got to shit yourself, piss yourself.
God damn.
Yeah.
Sound like
I've
a
heard
Friday night.
Nope.
So
Yeah, I
when
don't-
I'm good without knowing what my spirit animal is.
so when you go to sleep at night, do you actually toss and turn before you fall asleep?
Sometimes. Like last night I couldn't sleep for shit. I went and I laid down and I had so much on my mind about shit that I had to do today and try to get stuff done. I barely hit that first layer of sleep. You know what I mean? And I never really got to the enough until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then my alarm goes off. I'm like, mother sucker, fricka, sucker.
Because when I go to sleep, 95% of the time, it's like when we're going to bed, I'll jump into bed and I'll tell my wife, you better hurry up because I'm going to fall out. And she's like, I got to go to the bathroom first. I'm like, hurry it up. I'm falling. And, dude, it's 3 minutes and I'm out.
Really?
Gone.
I'm like that when I'm sitting down in the living room.
You're like that when you're sitting down driving.
Yeah.
You're like that when you're sitting down.
Yeah, I'm surprised I've been awake this long.
Yeah, me too. Shit.
Like literally, like I'll sit in the living room and have the TV on and
It's pretty bad.
fall out.
Yeah, I could do that too.
I don't like taking rides in any vehicle where he's driving anymore.
Have you fallen asleep at the wheel? Really?
And there's gaps. There's gaps in, like, sometimes even when I go to work, I'll leave and I'll be like, fuck, I'm at work already.
Well, I'll do that too, but that's like it's just spacing out.
Well, I'll do that like long distance driving. I mean, I can if I were to do Disneyland, for example, I gotta stay the night because the drive there and then all the activity for the whole day, and to try and drive back, it'd be tough for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fall asleep.
Yeah. I thought you meant like to drive up and stay the night before and then go.
No.
You're talking about after being at Disneyland.
Yeah, because
all
I'll
day.
be worn out just from the day.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially if you go like on a summer day or on a warm spring day. You got to stay the night. You got to be able to do that. Treat yourself right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't drive. We've decided if it's more than 4 hours, we gotta fly.
Oh.
Can't drive.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do those long distances no more. Phoenix, Vegas, I'm good. She's got family, like I mentioned before. She's got family in San Jose. Gotta fly. Can't do that drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know I used to be able to do that drive without stopping?
Oh
to pee?
Yeah. Hey,
all
trust
day
me.
long. Now I stop in Morongo. I stop in Burbank. I stop at Morgan Hill, the bottom of the Grapevine, and yeah, dude, it's crazy. Really, I don't stop. I stop like once now, maybe twice, depending. But I remember I used to all the way through.
Yeah. Hey, like I said before, I took that bus up there. No problem. Now, dude, I'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
And that is scary when you're like, I don't even remember driving past for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. When I used to drive, we used to drive that drive all the time. I remember when they were living in Tehachapi and I was living in Hayward. It's about a 5-hour drive to them. So, but I was working like 16-hour days, dude. I was wiped. And then I'd have to get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning to be there by 9 to spend a substantial day with them. Because if not, it wasn't even worth it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I remember they were playing ball. So I'd leave so I can get there in time to go watch them play ball. And then we'd drive down to, because in Tehachapi, there's nowhere to fucking stay. There's like one hotel
Wow.
and nothing to do there. So I was like, well, fuck it, we'll drive down the hill. We'll go miniature golf or whatever it was. What was that place that we went to there that was kind of dope? The Monster Mini Golf or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
They had this place that was you walk in and it was all pitch black, but all the holes were all
Like bright orange, and they had like black lights all over the place, so it was kind of like glow in the darky.
yeah, there you go. Glow in the
Well,
darky.
That's a little horrible, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's a good name for something. I just don't know what.
It's a good name for an ass whooping.
Glow in the darky. I'm gonna stop saying that.
But yeah, it was really like glow in the dark. You go in, it was really kind of a cool spot. Bakersfield had a lot of cool shit in it. And dude, this last time I went up there last month, 2 months ago.
The shit thing is it just has the caveat of being Bakersfield.
Yeah. Buck Owens and
Oildale.
yeah, it's kind of real. When I first moved out there, they put me up at a hotel by the airport, and it looked like it was stuck in like the Rat Pack era. It was like, it was like
Everybody's wearing fedoras and talking like this.
yeah, those pictures of like the of like the Fallout towns where it's all like old school and the pools, like that's what it looked like. Right, and you walk in and it's fucking shag carpet. You don't want to take your shoes off because the carpet looks like it's going to be like dirty, like walking on sand and shit.
Yeah, crusty.
So then I sat down on the bed and you sink right in, and you're like, well, it's not because it's a soft mattress. You just fucking sink right in. It's been here since like the fucking 30s, right? And then I was fucking that night. I tried to go to sleep, dude, all night. Fucking crickets, all night long, dude. And I opened the door to go smoke, and there was like 4 or 5 of them out front, just sitting there waiting for somebody to open the door. It's like, fuck, dude. Where the hell did I come to? What the fuck's going on? He's gonna come by with a horse and carriage and take me to work in the morning.
Yeah, right.
That was a trip, dude. But it was a cool. That town's got a lot of fucking money, dude. Bakersfield has a lot of money.
But there's no place to stay.
No, where they were at in Tatchby.
Oh, Tatchby.
Yeah. But Bakersfield's big, dude.
I thought Bakersfield was like a farming town, isn't it?
It used to be. It's more oil now. The towns around it are like Lamont and Delano. What else is out there? Just a bunch of little towns around there, all the way up to Fresno. It's all farming shit, Madera,
Right. Okay.
all that stuff. But where Bakersfield is at, it's like a metropolis, dude. Like there's really not a lot of like tall buildings, but they've built a lot. This last time I went, like they have all this new freeway system and all these different, like a lot of nice places, dude. Like I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I've taken a drive to San Francisco a few times, and I remember going through Bakersfield, and I remember not being impressed at all. But this is like 1992. Yeah,
well, the streets, the freeways there, and how to get around is kind of shoddy. If you go to the east side is like the hood, where all the hoods at, and then if you go to the west side of town, it's got the college, it's got all the new buildings, all the up and coming stuff, and they got kind of like they have the river here, they have that out there, they got all kinds of shit out there, dude. Kind of dope. I'd move back.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So
There's a lot. You know what, dude? There's a lot of beautiful white women in Bakersfield.
it's naturally what the conversation goes to.
A lot. Well, if you're gonna go somewhere, you know what I mean. You gotta like the surroundings. A lot of beautiful white women. I love that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, just a lot of beautiful white women. I love that town. Like the ones from Hee Haw. Remember that? You remember that show, Hee Haw?
I never watched that. Did
you ever watch Lawrence Welk? Remember watching that growing up?
No.
Lawrence Welk and the Polka Show.
No, I don't remember. I mean, I remember Lawrence Welk, but I don't remember watching the show. No.
What do you remember watching growing up? What did you watch more? Happy Days?
Brady Bunch, of course.
Right.
Happy Days. Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley.
Mork and Mindy.
Oh, Mork and Mindy was a shit, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Robin Williams, one of a kind, dude.
Yeah. That he was.
And, man, I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that they redid Aladdin.
It wasn't too bad.
You're right. Will Smith held his own, and he did it his way. He didn't try to be Robin Williams, and that's the only thing that saved him. But when you have somebody like Robin Williams that does it, you shouldn't try to remake it. Like, that was his version of that cartoon. That was fucking masterful.
It was a good movie, yeah. I'll give him that. But they're turning all those cartoons into live action movies now.
Lion King.
Jesus.
He brought it up. Have you seen the Mulan?
No, but my daughter told me I shouldn't because it wasn't good at all.
What? She's crazy. That movie was the shit, dude.
The live action Mulan?
Yes. It is banging, bro. You need to watch it. The color in that movie, when it first comes on and it's the first scene and it's the first 5-10 minutes, the colors are so vibrant and so beautiful. And Donnie Yen, which is the main chief for the Japanese army or whatever army it was. I don't know. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure they're Chinese.
Are they Chinese? Okay. And he's doing, I don't know, dude. And he's...
With the swords?
Yeah, with the sword fight, dude. That dude is badass, bro. I'm a big fan of Donnie Yen. Have you ever seen the Ip Man?
No.
Yeah, it is Chinese because the Great Wall's in the movie.
Yeah.
He's still stuck on you not believing in
You-
Chinese.
You uncultured fuck.
Yes, I'm an uncultured swine.
No, I'm a history buff.
Isn't Jet Li in that movie? Why?
The Ip Man. Ip
Man? No.
No, in Mulan.
Uh-uh.
Jet Li's in Mulan.
No.
Yes, he is. Jet Li is in Mulan. He might be the dude you're talking about. You got the wrong dude.
Hell no. I know Donnie Yen, dude. I know the Ip Man. Ip Man.
Yeah. Jet Li's in that movie.
He is not.
He is.
Who is he in? Who is he?
I don't know.
Nope.
He's in Mulan.
It's, who'd you say, Jet Li?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he was the Emperor.
See? And I haven't even watched that sorry-ass movie.
Oh, you need to watch that shit. It ain't no sorry-ass movie. We're going to get a sword fight right now. Wow, that didn't come out right. We ain't going to hit. Fuck, we need to
You
end
talked
this
about
show
choking on a turkey cock. Now you're talking about sword fighting each other.
No, but
What a way to bring
is
it
there,
full circle.
Is there singing in that movie?
No.
I think that was one of the things my daughter didn't like.
I missed that part of it because I thought that made the cartoon. But if you watch the movie, the singing wouldn't fit in the new Mulan.
Then it's not a movie worth watching for.
Get out.
I tried for that joke a little too hard.
You tried
but
too hard.
I got there.
Yeah. Just stubbed your toe on the way in. It's all right though.
Fuck you, that was funny.
It's a really good movie, dude. You need to. It's definitely worth the watch. I paid for it when it was $30, and I've watched it like 4 times.
Whoa, wait a minute. Why would you buy that movie?
She was on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you bought Disney Plus. You didn't buy it for that movie.
No, you had to pay for it on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
We have Disney Plus.
and then you had to pay for the movie to get it early. I wanted to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
$30?
Yeah. Because I watch it, my brother and his little girls watch it, and who else do we have on it?
Well, you could discuss it
your
later.
sister?
I mean,
What?
why do you watch it?
Why? Because Mulan's the shit, dude.
Because he has a tender heart.
I have an affinity.
He was looking for the racist stuff in it. That's what it is.
It was kind of, though. No, I'm just kidding.
No, the Chinese movie that was racist was The Great Wall because they put fucking Mert Derman in as the main character.
Yep.
And that is a white motherfucker.
It is kind of racist, though. It's the same kind of storyline as
No, it's sexist.
The Lion King, because they didn't want to let the Huns come over and hang out with them behind a Great Wall.
You're reaching out too. But
Yeah,
didn't
because
Tom-
that's actually what happened in history.
Right?
The Mongolians wanted to come over, and they said, no, not to my house. So,
Didn't Tom Cruise play
The Last Samurai?
and they were up in arms about that because he wasn't of Asian descent.
Well, but that's what the movie was about, though. It was about the relationship between the white warrior and
English,
the
okay.
Asian warrior, and them teaching each other their foreign ways. That was a really good movie too, by the way.
I want to see a movie about the Opium Wars.
Shit.
What? That's a thing that happened, and it's not even like, it's not like the fucking new Far Cry game that's drug induced and fucking crazy. It's a war over opium.
I'll tell you a movie that you need to watch if you want to watch a drug movie.
It's not a movie about drugs. It's a movie about a war that's about drugs. Is Blow? That's the one with Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said that. I thought you
Yeah.
said that movie sucked.
No, that movie's fucking dope.
Oh.
Have you ever watched it?
No, it was one of the characters that
Yeah,
you said sucked in the movie.
I'm not sure if it was. It was good. I mean, I wouldn't watch it over and over again. It was all right.
What movie would you watch over and over again? Just out of curiosity, I'm just.
I'll watch this movie every time it comes on. If I'm going through
What the fuck
channels,
was that giggle?
if I go through it because it's a dumbass movie,
Oh, okay.
but for some reason I like it. Groundhog Day, Bill Murray.
I never watched that from. I can't.
Dude, I love that movie. I could watch that movie every time it's on. Every time.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That is a dumbass movie.
It is totally dumb, but I
least he
get such a
admits
kick
it,
out of it. Especially there's this one part where he steals a groundhog, and he lets the groundhog drive the truck he's riding in. So he's got like the groundhog on his lap,
Yeah.
and the groundhog looks like he's got his hands on the wheel, and Bill Murray just sitting behind him, go, "Drive careful, drive careful." That cracks me up every time.
Jesus.
Dude, but it's a great movie.
What about?
Speaking of movie in regards to drug type movies, that one with Tom Cruise, where
Does every movie you watch have Tom Cruise in it?
where he delivers, he's an importer exporter.
I know what fucking movie you're talking
That
about.
was a good movie.
That was a good movie. I
Tom
can't remember what
Cruise?
it's called.
Yeah, it was a very good movie.
Remember, he's got his wife, and he flies the plane,
Yeah,
and he lands in some...
Oh yeah.
that was a good
I
movie.
can't remember what it was called, but it was a good movie.
Fuck that. You know what airplane movie was good? Flight. Oh, fucking Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Dude, come on. When he comes out, when they fucking find him and they find him on the fucking floor in his hotel room.
I don't remember the movie that well.
So he's got to go to court, that in front of like the aviation court, right? The
Right.
FAA, right? And they put him up in this hotel room, and they know he's an alcoholic. So they took out all the alcohol out of his room. Well, the person that was in the next room next to him, that was like the FBI or whatever, they left the door open to their room. So he walked in there and took all the fucking alcohol out of that room. And he got fucking bombed, right? Bombed so much that he slipped and fell and cracked his head on the toilet or something in the bathroom, and they found him on the floor. And they're all freaked out, right? Because he's got like an hour or 45 minutes, something like that, to get to. So he says, hey, call the doctor or call this guy.
And wasn't that John Goodman?
John Goodman
Okay,
walks in and he fucking, all right, man, here, take a snort of this, take this, and roll you a little Cocoa Puff. Blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm ready, let's go. And he walks out, he walked out of that room like he was like on top of the world, boy. I was like, God damn.
I barely remember that movie. I remember the part where he drove the plane upside down. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but I don't think it was such a great movie that's why I don't remember it that well.
I for me, it was just that scene right there, probably the best.
Yeah, that's why I kind of remember it.
Yeah. And Blow, it's what's her Penelope Cruz that I don't like in that movie. But it's always, she was pissed off at him for some, I don't remember what it was. She wanted more blow, and he's trying to tell her to relax, and she starts grabbing for the wheel, and there's cops behind them. So the cops pull him over, and he's trying to be, hey, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, hey, that motherfucker, he's got 5 pounds of cocaine in the trunk.
That sounds like her. That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude, like just, and I'm just like, dude, the fuck are you doing? Like, that's your man. Why are you trying to set him up?
You know, you know what's a good movie that recently came out? Did you watch Once in a Time in Hollywood? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Is any Quentin Tarantino movie I'll watch over and over again.
That was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I liked Matt Damon's, not Matt Damon, was it Brad Pitt's
Pitt.
character in that movie.
Because he beats the shit out of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, because he's just kind of relaxed and he's just whatever. You know what I mean?
I like this pit bull in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
You know what, on...
Don't look at me.
John Wick, the third one?
With the dogs?
Oh, the
fucking
German
dogs
Shepherds?
in that movie were dope.
Yeah.
That if those dogs were not in that movie, it would have been horse shit.
I disagree, but they were a cool factor of the movie.
Oh, I think
very cool.
They're not
they
the main character of the movie.
I think they made it.
How many dogs does she have?
Two.
Okay. When that scene went with the dogs and they were shooting and all that kind of good stuff,
Right?
there were two dogs.
Correct.
But right before that scene, didn't the guy they were visiting shoot one of the dogs?
Shot him in the vest. He had a Kevlar. The dog had like a Kevlar vest. Didn't you see where she went over and popped the bullet out of the vest?
No, I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
I'll have to pull that back up on YouTube then.
Yes, sir.
Because I couldn't wrap. I was like, I thought he killed one of the dogs.
Yeah, I know.
Because the dog went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bullet goes pretty far into the vest. Like, it's going to hurt. Because you got to think all the mass that's behind that is going to fucking hit the armor.
All the inertia.
Can I tell you? Let's switch the subject real quick.
All right.
Before I forget. My daughter tried to hit me with a Jedi mind trick last weekend, kid.
Okay.
She had two of her friends come over, spend the weekend. Shout out to Lolo and Jess.
Okay.
My wife woke up Saturday morning to a hole in the bathroom wall.
Nice.
Like on the ground.
Oh.
So we got drunk and fell.
And there lies the mystery. My wife sends me a picture of it because she worked on Saturday and I was off. She says, "Look what happened to the bathroom." And so I'm looking at it. I'm like, "What the fuck?" It looks like somebody hit it with their foot. Like it was the size of, if you took the front portion of your foot. Yep. So where the bottom was flat and then the top had it was curved, like half a circle.
Okay.
So we had some people over doing some work on the house that Thursday. It's our hallway bathroom that gets used regularly by myself, my wife, everyone.
Right.
I know my wife used it Friday morning. And I know she must have used it Friday afternoon, just like I probably used it Friday afternoon. Saturday morning, she showed me the picture of it. So when I got up, I saw it. So later on during the day, went to my daughter, said, "Hey, we're going to talk about what happened in the bathroom." And she goes, "What?" I said, "That hole." It wasn't me. I was like, "What you mean it wasn't you?" It was you or one of your friends. It wasn't us. I'm like, "What you mean it wasn't you guys?" I'm not sitting here going to say you're in trouble or anything, but yo, what happened? I mean, maybe it's a good story. Let me know. It wasn't me. And I'm like, well, who else could it have been? Well, maybe it was the people that were here, doing their work on Thursday. I'm like, no, because we would have seen it since Thursday. Not necessarily.
Oh, she's
And I'm like,
good.
I'm like, here's the funny part. I'm like, well, what are you talking? She goes,
trick.
"Wasn't me." And so now I'm like, maybe it wasn't her. For a split second, I'm like, could it have been the other people? And maybe we didn't see it. And like hey, wasn't me. That's all wasn't me. I don't, and she don't want to talk about it. Nothing. Wasn't us. And so I'm telling my wife, hey, she said it wasn't her. And she goes, oh, you believe her? I'm like, no, I don't believe her. But she said it so calmly, so nonchalant. Wasn't me? I was like, damn, maybe it wasn't her. She hit me with the Jedi mind trick. And so
they're not the droids we're looking for.
I know it was her now, or one of her friends. And again, it's not that it's a big deal.
Right.
It's just, I mean, there's a hole in the wall. What? Come on, hello.
No, I don't know these
It
kids.
wasn't me.
But I'm going to go with the name Just because that sounds like somebody
It might have been Lolo, because they showed us
Lolo
a
on the
picture.
flow.
They showed us, they went out Saturday night to the casino,
Right.
and my nephew went with them, and he snapped a picture that they don't remember. Lolo, my daughter and Jess were laughing because Lolo had hit a face plank on the floor, kid. She was on the ground. And they're like, in the picture, they're just laughing. And they're like, they don't remember the picture.
Wow.
They don't know what happened. I mean, they're having a great time. So I'm like, that's exactly what happened in my bathroom.
Tore your shit up.
She
Right.
tore it up.
And you guys didn't hear any noise or nothing?
No. I mean, again, we go to sleep early, my wife and I, and they probably walked in at 1 o'clock in the morning on that Friday night.
Jesus Christ. We'll have on Milo's door. So, I don't know when the fuck dude started wearing Crocs. And you said you liked them though, right?
No, not me. That might have been the previous owner of this chair.
So, he wears Crocs, right? Well, those fucking things pick up every fucking goat head from the yard to the house. And then when he's
And it
walking
might
in,
not even be our yard.
yeah, and then he's walking in and he drags his feet.
So they just
So they just kind of slide off, right? So if you leave your room and you're not wearing fucking shoes and you step on one of them sons of bitches, you know.
I can't tell you how many times I've stepped on a fucking goat head in this dumb fucking house.
You got to define goat head.
The little thorns that
Yeah, the little spiny things.
we were seeing, they have like one long horn and then like a ring of thorns around them. Yeah, you got it.
No.
Okay, so he's going to show you right now. So one day he had taken his shoes off at his room and he had gone out to the living room and he was coming back and he stepped on one and he lost his fucking footing and he reached for the door and his head hit the fucking door.
Damn!
There's a big...
These little cocksuckers.
Oh, yeah, the little balls with thorns. Yeah.
Those are desert Legos.
But hurt a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I've stepped on a lot of Legos.
Yeah.
I remember those.
And he put a big old hole in his door, just like the size of his, like right here. Damn! I came home and I was like, "What the fuck happened to your door?" I said, "Dad, don't get mad. What happened to your door, dude?" And he started telling me the story, and I'm like, "It's them fucking Crocs. You need to get rid of that shit. You should be wearing that shit in the desert. What's wrong with you?"
Fucking walk into the bathroom. I'm not wearing shoes. Step on. I'm gonna fall into the bathtub one day. I'm gonna need a life alert. God damn it! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Right? Holy shit! And them fucking things hurt, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Because they just stick right up.
Yeah, and then you put your foot up and you're looking around and it's stuck in the bottom of your foot. Oh, they're the worst.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't even look at the floor. I know to look at my foot now.
Yeah.
You ever have any other damage happen to the house? Explainable or unexplainable?
Yeah, he's punched my door.
Yeah, you put a little hole in Sebastian's door.
Who, you?
No,
No.
not me. No.
My brother. Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
I mean,
Oh yeah, on my 19th birthday 2 years ago, me and my buddies, I wasn't, but my friends were drunk, and we were coming outside.
Oh.
We forgot that my friend was in the bathroom, so we closed the screen door, and we, boom, he walked right into it. It's that screen door that's on there right now.
Yeah, that's barely on there right now.
It's bent to fuck.
Like he walked it out, dude. Like he
Yeah.
hit it and walked it out. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, he walked through it. He walked out. I didn't know it was closed. Fucking funny.
Foul.
I got an outdoor barbecue, and one night we were getting drunk, and I was making burgers. and I must have got some meat that had a lot of fat and a lot of grease.
Yeah.
And my barbecue caught on fire. And we're drunk, I'm laughing. And it's one of those things that I'm laughing, but yet I'm thinking, man, this might be serious right here. So we're getting water, and you should. And so one of my buddy's wives is saying, throw salt on it. So I got a little salt shaker, and I'm trying to throw salt. But dude, my barbecue is so jacked now.
Really?
Like the metal is like all tweaked,
black.
and it's like bent.
Really?
Because everything just got so hot. Like the burners. My barbecue's a mess.
Holy shit. Warped the shit out of it, huh?
Yeah.
That's no good. No, yours is built in though, right?
Yeah. And did you know that there's so much competition with barbecues?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to get parts to fix my barbecue. Go to the local places. Oh, we don't carry that brand. I'm like,
It's cheaper just to buy a new one.
it's coming out to be, yeah. I tried replacing like 3 burners that don't burn right.
How do you now that yours is so it's built in, do you have to break everything apart to put in a new one?
Well, yes and no. Because it's an actual barbecue that's my countertop. It fits into my countertop.
Okay.
So I can just slide it out. That's not the problem.
Okay.
The problem is that particular model brand has that dimension, and the other ones probably won't. So they make everything different, apparently, for every manufacturer. They don't follow anybody's lead. If this one's 22 inches, they're going to make one that's 22 3/4.
Oh wow.
So it's like the dude at the barbecue place said, plan on having to modify the opening, whether it'll be bigger or smaller depending on the barbecue you get. But you're probably not going to be able to find another one that's going to fit in that spot.
And that brand doesn't make another one?
They're like out of business now.
Oh,
and that's another thing he said. They come and go. Barbecue. The main players, your Vikings, your Royal, Webster, or is it Weber? Weber, stuff like that will stick around. But if you get like a brand that's not really been out for a while,
well, like
you're rolling the dice.
The one I have is like Better Homes and Garden or some shit, and I was looking for one when I bought the house, and I went and I was looking at them and I was like, God damn, they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Dude, I found that one. It was the last one they had, and the box had a little bit of water damage. It was normally $3.99, but because it was the last one, they weren't selling it and it had water damage. I got it for $89. So like, cool. Came home, built it.
And you wonder why I hate you so much. With your dumb fucking luck.
Yeah, but you get to enjoy my dumb
Shut up.
fucking luck.
What was it? What's it? Was it cook with?
Gas? Like propane? And propane accessories?
I almost said it.
I was thinking about actually building one. Like I have all that flagstone out front. I was going to bring it to the back and build a setup so I could set it in there. And I want to run natural gas. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That way you're not running out and getting a tank every once in a while. That's kind of my thought. I'd like to do that too, but now I'm kind of worried if I guess you just got to buy, like when you buy it, buy the extra parts. That way you have them, I guess.
Or just buy a name brand that when parts go. I mean, I've been there in the house for about 18, 19 years now. So it did me some good, don't get me wrong.
Right.
And it was just a night of
debauchery.
Yeah, it was my own fault. I mean, and like I said, dude, that fire was going.
Jesus.
Can't be mad at that, dude. You know what I mean? Shit, it is what it is. And that season's coming. Well, it's not coming back around. It's weird that it's this hot still.
Yes.
And no moisture in the air. Like,
it's frustrating. It's so hot.
I think they I think they need to change the calendar. I think because what's going to happen is watch in January till like March, it's going to be fucking cold and rainy.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was reading the Mayan calendar the other day. That's what fucking. I really believe that that's what's happening. Is that the calendar's off now? It's not on that same. It's on a different cycle, and they're not adapting.
They're not synced up
But
yet.
you see how windy it is outside right now?
Yeah.
Things will be cold tomorrow
You think so?
from here on out. Because I think it was supposed to drop Wednesday or Thursday. I just think it came early.
That'd be nice if it does, dude. I'm cool with that. When's the rain supposed to come?
I don't know. Don't know.
No say.
No sabemos.
Nope.
That's all right. I'm not ready for the rain yet. I got some shit to do around the house first. I gotta cover that fucking front porch patio shit first, and then the rain can come. But not until then. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Fantastic. Any final words, Sebastian?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Tony?
I just hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that holiday.
Yes.
I honestly forgot it was here.
Yes, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family as much as you can. If not, punch them in the nose because that's where the world is going.
I would advise against his advice.
Do it.
I got a funny text today from a buddy of mine. What was like, what do you call it, a meme or
Yes.
let me pull it up real fast.
I don't know. I used to call him a Mimi.
May, yeah.
Mimi, Mimi.
It says, if there's anybody alone and have no one to spend Thanksgiving with this year, please let me know. I need to borrow some chairs.
Yeah. There it is.
And with that, goodbye.